There are many reasons for web store localization. We spoke about this topic in one of our previous videos. Check the link. One of the reasons is that a culture can be used as a strong predictor of consumers' behavior and reaction. In this video, we will speak about the cultural dimensions proposed by anthropologist Geert Hofstede. Perhaps this approach is the most known worldwide. Hofstede started from 5 main fundamental cultural dimensions. First dimension is power distance. It is the extent to which people accept a high or low power distance in social hierarchy. Power distance index corresponds to the scale of formal power recognition. Hofstede claims that countries with high power distance have a centralized political structure and hierarchy developed with considerable differences in status, while countries with low power distance often focus on the ordinary people and the differences in status are not so strong. We can see the effect of this dimension to the elements of website, for example, in the structure of access to information, which can be strictly structured in cultures with high power distance or not structured in case of low power distance. The pictures of government, expert certificates, official stamps and logos can be important in case of high power distance and not so important in case of low power distance. Let's have a look on some examples how Hofstede's cultural dimensions reflect on the website. We can see on the website of Malaysian universities that there the attention is given to the official visits and official stamps, certificates and so on. There is no attention to the ordinary people, so the high power distance is demonstrated here. By contrary, on the website of Netherlands universities, we see ordinary people on the first line and nothing about hierarchy, certification or politics, so it is demonstration of low power distance. The second dimension is individualism versus collectivism. It means the orientation to the achievement of an individual or of a team. In societies with high individualism, the individuals are independent from each other and have their own personal goals. In collectivism, the interests of the team have more values than personal goals. According to Marcus and Gold, this dimension impacts the following website aspects. First of all, a motivation based on personal achievement is maximized in individualistic cultures and reduced in collectivistic cultures. The pictures of success demonstrated through material goods in individualistic cultures or through social political achievements in collectivistic cultures. The speech style, reasoned speech and tolerance in individualistic cultures versus official slogans and suppression of objections in collectivistic cultures. And exclusivity in individualistic cultures versus stability in collectivistic cultures. Next examples show the dimension of individualism and collectivism on the website. The website dedicated to the tourism in the USA highlights the possibilities for individuals. We can see on the almost all pictures that there are single persons showed. So there is a clear demonstration of individualism being stronger than collectivism. However, on the Chinese website of the similar type, we see the pictures of many people together demonstrating the importance of being in the society. In other words, the collectivism is stronger there. Individuals are not so important. The third dimension is masculinity versus femininity, the extent to which the culture separates or not the traditional gender roles. In masculinity's cultures, gender roles are more separated than in femininity. Hofstede focuses on the traditional gender roles. The masculinity manifests through persistence, competitiveness, hardness, and the femininity through the home orientation, children, people, and gentleness. The masculine cultures focus more on the quick results, and navigation should be oriented to the research and control, and attention attracted through competition and games, a pragmatic usage of graphics, sounds, and animation. Meanwhile, the feminine cultures emphasize conjunction of gender roles. Mutual cooperation, exchange, assistance, attention can be attracted by poetry, visual aesthetics, and common values. The examples of masculinity and femininity dimension can be the Japanese website exide.jp. There exist two versions of it. On the first example, we see the page with classical design, use pictures of officials, of men doing sports or business, etc. But there is a separate version dedicated to women. Here we see more soft colors and thematic oriented to family, food, emotions. Those are typical to Hofstede's femininity dimension. The fourth dimension is the uncertainty avoidance, the extent to which the culture accepts uncertainty. Uncertainty avoidance index assesses the importance of the rules and standards and shows how people feel in uncertain situations. So, in cultures with high uncertainty avoidance, such elements of website can be important. First of all, clear language, limited choice, predictability of actions results, guiding navigation without possibility to get lost, additional messages by colors, fonts, sounds, intended to decrease possible ambiguity. Dominant elements in cultures with low uncertainty avoidance level are a comprehensive set of content and options to choose, less controlled navigation, example usage of links to the external sources, colors, fonts and sounds codes are used to highlight the information. The example of Skyscanner website show high uncertainty avoidance. There is a limited number of elements and options to choose. It makes the system clearer for customer. You can guess in advance what will happen after clicking on one or another link. Content is clearly structured. Other example is a website of Aliexpress, demonstrating quite low uncertainty avoidance. There are many flashing elements which disturb the attention, and this website, with many options on the very first page, may make the user getting lost inside of it. The fifth dimension is long-term orientation. It is an orientation to the Confucian mindset, which emphasizes the patience. In society with high long-term orientation, the stability, prudence, long-term agreements have an exceptional value. Long-term orientation is important for Asian countries, which focus on the virtuous behavior, and the Western countries focus on faith and the search for truth. High-degree long-term orientation cultures emphasize such aspects of the website: a content concentration on practice and practical value, a relationship as a source of information and trust, patience in reaching goals. On the other hand, low long-term orientation cultures highlight the content concentration on true, rules are used as a source of information and trust, there is a wish for immediate results. To demonstrate the long-term orientation dimension, we have chosen the website of Siemens company. Here we can see that information is clearly structured and it is possible to find the needed information after quick reading of links and titles. There is a possibility to find quickly the contact to start interaction. So, here is demonstration of low long-term orientation dimension. Let's see another website. This is official website of worldwide organization Codex alimentarius. Although the provided information is clearly structured, here you will need to make a long read before finding the needed information between many categories. Moreover, this website is clearly oriented to the audience interested in the continued work of this institution and long-term collaboration between countries. So, there's a high degree of long-term orientation. How you could apply the Hofstede's model for localization of your web store. First, what you can do to visit the website Hofstede Insights and to check the cultural indices of your target country. You can compare the indices of your home country and of the target market just to have an idea where are and how considerable are the differences. Here you can find the common description of cultural characteristics of each chosen country. This information helps to define the main areas demanding more attention in localization process. Next, you can research the topical local web stores and to see how those main issues you had identified on the first step are solved on the web stores already working on your target market. This will help you to find the right direction for localization of your web store. Although most Hofstede dimensions make a combined influence on behavior in any situation, some sources explain that different cultures emphasize one factor over others, so it can be assumed that in the various cultures the different dimension will impact a decision making on the online purchase. Despite the fact that Hofstede's work and its application in the IT sphere have been widely criticized, his classification remains the most popular. These dimensions are widely used in business studies of the assessment of gender roles in various business fields, especially in shaping the strategies for advertising, in the research of purchase motives and product use, as well as in the studies of website perception from the user point of view. But this is not the only system of cultural dimensions. About other cultural models we will tell you in our next videos. Subscribe if you are interested. Thank you for watching and good luck.